I said earlier, all the reviews are 5 stars. Everybody likes them. They make a lot of power. But there is something, guys. I didn't like it. All right, and it's done, guys. Everything looks really, really nice and neat. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're gonna continue working on my 1993 OBS here. If you guys are new to the channel, I suggest to go back a few videos and get caught up on this build. If you guys are already subscribed to the channel, first of all, I want to thank you guys for sticking with me and watching all my videos. And you guys should know where I'm at on this one here. On the previous video, I completed the subwoofer box, which, by the way, came out really, really nice. All right, so moving on. The next thing on the list, we're gonna get this video started with unboxing the components as far as the amps I'm gonna be using and some other stuff I have to install underneath the seat on those amp racks. Okay, so I'm gonna put you on the tripod and I'm gonna get unboxing all the goodies. All right, after that we need to get started. We need to start putting everything we need to start mounting all the equipment on those amp racks so we can get going and going until we get this fired up and see how it sounds. All right, and here we have all the equipment, everything that's gonna go underneath the seat, powering up the subs, the mids, and the tweeters. I'm gonna start with this one here, and I'll work my way down to this one here. All right, so the amplifiers I chose to go with. I chose Stinger Audio. I've heard a lot of good things about Stinger Audio. I also saw a lot of amp dynos, and these are way underrated. They make a lot more power than what they're rated for. And so far, all the reviews and everything I've heard about this brand, Stinger Audio, everybody's happy with them. And yeah, so I decided to go with them. That's one reason I decided to go with these. And the other reason is the footprint. They are really small and they pack a punch. These are gonna be the ones I'm gonna go. This is gonna be for the mids. This is gonna be for my bass. And then this one here is gonna be for my tweeters. But let's get started on this one here. I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this one and I'll tell you exactly what this is. Let me move that one to the side. So this one here, like I mentioned, this is a Stinger Audio. It's gonna be a 4-channel amp. This is the MT600.4. This is a 4-channel, full range. This is gonna be more than enough to power up those 8 mid ranges I have installed in the truck. Okay, and like I was mentioning, the footprint on these things are so small. That's the biggest reason, because I don't have a lot of room underneath the seat. So yeah. Now this one here is gonna be the power certificate. Okay, this one here tells you exactly what how many watts this little one is packing here. So when they from factory, they send you this certificate here, and it tells you how much power it makes at 4 ohm, 2 ohm, and then bridged to 4 ohm. So this one here, it's a 600.4. It's supposed to be 100 watt times 4 at 4 ohm, and it does 153 watts of 4 channels. By 4 channels, I'm sorry. And then at 2 ohms from factory, it's supposed to make 200 watt by 4 channels, which it really does 254 watt by 4 channels. Okay, bridged 4 ohm, 500 watt times 2 channels, and the dyno showed 524 watt bridge 2 channels. So These things are underpowered, underrated, I'm sorry. And they pack a lot more power than what the birth certificate shows. All right, so let me get it out of the box here. And as I was saying, look at this thing, guys. So tiny. Look at my hand. This is so tiny, and I love the footprint on this because this is what I needed. Something really small to go underneath the seat. Okay, so it's here. Comes with hardware. And this one here comes with a remote as well. Even though this is a full range, and I'm gonna be using it just for the mids, it comes with like a remote, like a bass knob or something. Not sure if I'm gonna use this. Most likely I'm not gonna use it, but it's here, it comes with it. And that's it, guys. This is the smallest one of the two I have. All right, so that's gonna be for the mids. Let's continue. And again, just to be clear, this is the MT600.4. Okay. All right. Move on to the big one. This is the big brother here. Okay. There's one. Stinger makes a 1500 watt mono. Yeah, it's gonna be a monoblock 1500 watt, but I decided to go with a 2000 watt. Okay, this one here is a monoblock. It says it's at 1 ohm. 1 ohm, it's supposed to be 2000 watts. 2 ohm, 1500 watt. 4 ohm, 800 watt. And remember, if you guys saw the last video, I have my woofers wired at 1 ohm. So this is gonna be seeing 1 ohm final impedance, final ohm load. So this should be putting out 2000 watts or more. Let's see the dyno sheet. Okay, same here. I have the dyno sheet on this one here, guys. Like I said, 1 ohm, 1 channel, 2000 watt. It's supposed to be 2000 watts, but on the dyno it showed 2022. On 2 ohm, 1 channel is supposed to be 1500, and it's 1545. 4 ohm, 1 channel, supposed to be 800, and it shows 819 watts right here. So it's pack a punch. This one here is packing a punch more than what this thing is saying here. Same thing. Let's get it out of the box so you guys can see it. Now this one here, the footprint on this one is a little bigger. Of course it is, but not that much bigger. Look at this, guys. Look at my hand. So it's about maybe 2 inches longer than this one here. And again, I was looking for a 2000 watt amplifier, small enough to fit it underneath the seat, and this is what I came across. And yeah, like I said earlier, all the reviews are 5 stars. Everybody likes them. They make a lot of power. I haven't heard anything wrong or bad about these amps Stinger. So we're gonna see. We're gonna try them out. I never tried this brand before, so we'll see how that goes. All right. Same thing. This one here comes with the hardware. Now remember, the bass knob and the cable here, the wire, it's already installed on the truck. So I don't have it here. That's why I'm not showing you that knob or wire. Okay, anyway. Let's move on to the next one, guys. So this is gonna be the mids, the bass, and then this one here, guys. This little tiny cutie thing is for my tweeters. I've decided to go with the PRV audio for the tweeters. This one here is a 400.4. Again, I read reviews. I saw a lot of videos of people installing this tiny thing on their cars, trucks, on their systems, pushing 4, 5, 8 mids with this little thing here, and everybody's been happy with it. So I'm just gonna run my tweeters with this. I'm gonna run my 8 tweeters with this. I'm gonna be running 2 per channel. So this is a 4-channel amp. I'm gonna be running 2 tweeters per channel at 2 ohm. All right, so this little thing, again, the footprint is what I was going for, and as you can see, it's super tiny, fits on my palm right here. Okay, there you go. So this is it right here. Like I said, 400.4. Let me see, I'm gonna read this really quick, and this is supposed to be, let's see, where is it? It's supposed to be 100 watts per channel at 2 ohm, and that's exactly how I'm gonna run my tweeters. I'm gonna run them at 2 ohms. Okay, 100 watt per channel. That should be plenty for my tweeters. All right, let's get this out of the way. Okay, next we have the Epicenter here. This is another thing I decided to go with because this makes all kinds of music, all sorts of music sound a lot better. And if you guys know what this does, this one here, it's a bass restoration processor. This thing, if there's music, if you have music with no bass or really poor bass and you want to add a little more bass to the music or to whatever you're listening to, you just turn the knob a few degrees or a couple turns, maybe, not even a turn, and then you will have a lot better sound quality with this. I'm not gonna unbox it because you guys have seen it. This is just an Epicenter. If you guys need to know more about this, let me know in the comment section below, and I will be answering any questions, see if I can help, of course. But anyway, I'm gonna be adding an Epicenter to my system. Next, I'm gonna keep on going with these little 2 things. I think I showed you this on a previous video, but I'm gonna show you this again. I decided to go with a couple cooling fans. Okay, so these are cooling fans, 12-volt cooling fans. I'm gonna add 2 of these to all the equipment. One of them is gonna be specifically for the amp, for the bass amp. Okay, this one's gonna be directly hitting that underneath, so this way that stays cool during summer days, during hot weather. Okay, so that's one cooling fan. Second cooling fan is the same thing, and this one here, it's gonna be for the rest of the stuff, for the tweeter amp and the mids amp. I'm gonna add the second one here. Okay, so these are the 2 fans here. And finally, guys, I have my what is it, 200, I believe this is let's see, I have it here, I already have it installed. This is a 200, I think it's a 200 amp fuse. I think it's a 200 amp fuse. Anyway, I think the bass amp requires a 200 amp fuse, which I already have it here. I can see it very well because it's covered by the nut here. Anyway, I have the fuse here, and I have a lot more fuses on one of my drawers where I keep all my electrical stuff. But anyway, this is gonna be the fuse for my bass amp. Up next, we have another fuse holder here. This is gonna be for my mids. Okay, for my other amp. Okay, let me see, let me put this back together. Oh, it's the other way, maybe. Anyway, I'll put it together right now. Oh, I see what happened. It's supposed to be like this. There you go. All right, so this is the other, I'm gonna put this together right now. Okay, this is gonna be for the other amp. The rest of this, I have distribution, power and ground distribution blocks. I have different kinds and different types of distribution blocks for power and ground. I'm not sure what's gonna work with what I have now, but I have plenty of options here. Whatever I need, I'm sure I'm gonna have it here. And that's it, guys. This is all that's gonna go underneath the seat. We're gonna get working on this. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions about any of this, please let me know. And if I have the answers, well, I'm gonna answer whatever I can. All right, so let's get busy. Let's start putting all this stuff on those amp racks. All right, guys. As you guys can see, I have all my amp racks here on the table. I had to modify them a little bit to make them work. If you guys remember, the box is not what I expected to be, so I needed to modify my racks. Anyway, I already drilled some of my holes for my wiring. I added a couple more racks or brackets here. I'm going to show you in a minute. Once I get these inside the truck, I will show you what these are for. And as you can see, they changed quite a bit. I added another tab there and another big one there. I glued together two pieces because yeah, these were not gonna work the way they were, so I modified them just a little bit. This one here, not that much. It's not modified that crazy, but anyway, they're all here. I'm gonna get once I get these installed in the truck, I'm gonna start laying out my amps, and I will show you how they're gonna look. But first, let's get this inside the truck and then place the amps on top of everything, so you can get an idea how the setup is gonna look. All right, so let's do that now. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you the layout. I think this is gonna work for all the components. It took me a minute to figure out how I wanted to route my wires, my amps, and everything else. There's limited space underneath the seat, but I think I made it work. I'm gonna show you the amp racks, and I'm gonna show you the layout so you can get an idea how everything is gonna look under the seat. All right, so here it is. All right, so this is how everything is gonna look. I'm gonna have the base amp on this side, on the passenger side. I have two distribution blocks there. So let me give you a quick rundown. The power cable, okay, it's gonna come out through here, through that hole, and then it's gonna go into the fuse, and then it's gonna make a U-turn here, and then it's gonna go back. It's gonna go through that hole, and then it's gonna come up through that hole right there. Then that's gonna feed the distribution block, and then from that point, everything is gonna be hooked up to this. The amp, both 3 amps and the Epicenter. Also the center console is gonna go hooked up to this. That's why I drilled out all these holes. This side right here is gonna be just for the positives. Now the negatives, this is the my negative right here. It's gonna go underneath. It's gonna come out through that hole. It's gonna feed the distribution block. Same thing. From there, it's gonna go everywhere. All the grounds are gonna go everywhere, and that's gonna feed the other side. Okay, now I have my fan. That little fan is gonna sit right there. It's gonna keep that cool. I'm gonna raise up all the amps maybe 1/4 of an inch. That way air circulation is gonna be no issue. All right, next thing, my epicenter is gonna go right there in the middle, okay? And then moving on to the next side, to the driver's side. I have my positive and my negative. My positive is gonna go on the, it's gonna go into that distribution block. From there, it's gonna go through that fuse, through that fuse block there, and then from there it's gonna feed the mids amp. All right, and then from here it's gonna go another outlet. It's gonna go to this little one here. That's the positive. Negative is gonna go into this distribution block. Same thing, it's gonna go to those. And all of those things right there, those are my base blockers. We talked about those in a previous video, and that's where I decided to mount them. It's looking good, guys. I think this layout is gonna work. It took me a minute to figure out what I wanted to do, but I think I got it. And like I said earlier, I had to modify this amp rack here. It was a little shorter, a little longer, and I just made it a little better. Now, keep in mind, I need to have access to the seat belt mount. It's gonna go right there. The attachment, the bolt is gonna go right there. So that's why I cut this notch out of that rack. Everything else is looking good. Guys. I guess the only thing left to do now is get wiring. Alright guys, here's a quick update after that time lapse. I was putting all this together, and this is where I'm at now, so you guys get an idea. Unfortunately here I couldn't make the turn because this is quite tight over here, so I had to extend my hole a little further to the corner here, but that's fine. It's gonna be okay. Alright, so just so you know, this is gonna be the power feeding the amp, the ground feeding the amp. Now I get to install this on the truck, and right through here, through that hole, that's gonna be my feed coming from the battery. So it's gonna feed through here. It's gonna go in. It's gonna go through that fuse box here, and then it's gonna go around. That's gonna feed that, and you know that. Same thing with the ground. The ground is gonna go underneath this part over here. It's gonna come up right here, and it's gonna feed this. All right, I already have my fan right there. All right, so now I'm gonna get it in the truck, and once I'm done wiring up everything on this side, I will bring you guys in here so you guys can see what it looks like. All right, so I'm gonna get busy doing that right now. Okay, everything is installed under the passenger side. The amp rack is installed, and the distribution blocks, all the wiring is done on the passenger side. But there is something, guys. I didn't like it. It's not to my liking. It doesn't go with the truck. It makes the whole interior looks. It makes the whole interior look like it doesn't belong here. I'm gonna show you what I mean. For this particular build, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna fly. I'm not gonna let it be until I remove it and redo it again, because I think I can do better than that. Actually, I know I can do better than that. I'm gonna have to come up with something different. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and figure something out to make this better. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that, and I'm sure you're gonna agree with me. So take a look at this, guys. So the amp rack is installed. This part is good, I like it, but unfortunately I thought it was gonna look a lot better than this, but this part does not belong with all this. That looks like too much, there's too much going on here. And as soon as the seat comes forward to reveal the box, to show off the box, that thing is like an eyesore right there. And I know you guys agree with me. I had an idea to make it work, but not for this build. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to remove all this and come up with a better design. Not sure if I'm going to get rid of those distribution blocks or what I'm gonna do, but definitely all this has to be redone. Okay, I want to let you see it one more time. It's not just for this build. The subwoofer box looks amazing, and the speaker mounts, they look great. Center console is gonna look great as well, but once the seat comes forward, that is going to kill the looks of everything else. Let me know if you guys agree with me. Let me know if put it down in the comment section below if I'm right, if I'm exaggerating, or if I'm being a little too picky about the build. But anyway, that's gone. I need to take all this out and start building or designing something different to hold all this right here. All right, so once I do that, once I come up with something different, I will bring you guys out here, and I'm gonna walk you through what we're gonna do to make that better. All right, so stay tuned, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I think I got something here. As you guys can see, I removed all the nasty stuff away from here. Now I have to make it better. So this is what I come up with. I'm gonna add a piece of ABS. This is gonna be ABS, of course. Templates, cardboard, never fails. Now, this is gonna be my ABS. I'm gonna cut a piece like this, ABS. I'm gonna give it a little bend. I'm gonna bend it over a little. And then this is gonna go underneath the subwoofer amp. Subwoofer rack, okay? And then I will be going, I'm gonna put it underneath like this. Of course, the tab is gonna be a little longer, but it's gonna go right underneath the subwoofer amp rack right here, okay? And this is gonna look something like that. I'm gonna drill a couple holes here to anchor this mount down. Remember, this is gonna be ABS. And then on top of this, I'm gonna build myself a couple of bus bars with aluminum flat stock right here. So this side over here is gonna be my positives. This side right here is gonna be my negatives. So all my positives are gonna go on this side. All my negatives are gonna go on this side. Now, picture this. Once everything is bolted onto the bus bars, then I came up with this design here. It's gonna be kind of like a box. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. So let's put it this way, okay? Of course, I need to make it work, and I need to design it. I need to tweak it a little bit to make it work. But anyway, this is the point right here. This is what I'm looking at. Let me move this out of the way. that out of the way. Okay, so now I'm gonna I'm gonna box it all in like this, something like this, and this is gonna go like this, guys. All right, it's gonna go something like that. All right, this is just to give you an idea how this is gonna look. Just like that. All my wiring is gonna be tucked in underneath this, attached to that, remember. So this is just gonna be the cover. I'm gonna go a little longer to the back right here. I might go a little taller, just a tad bit taller than this. And then those holes right there are gonna be all the wiring for the amp. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it. I'm gonna wrap it in vinyl, same vinyl as this. And the plan is you're not gonna be able to see any wiring out here except for these right here and the ones coming through that panel right there, which is gonna be the subwoofer leads and power, remote, and ground. That's all you're gonna see here on this side. All right, so that's the plan. That's the plan anyway, so hopefully that comes out way better than before, which I think it will. Let's get started on that. Let's take these pieces outside and start cutting them out, and yeah, let's start fabricating this piece, see how this one looks. Hopefully this is going to be the one that's going to be staying in place. All right, so let's take the cardboard outside, transfer that to a 1/4 inch MDF. I'm going to use a 1/4 inch MDF for this, and I think we should be able to make it work. So let's go outside. All right, guys, you guys saw it on the time lapse. I cut my piece. It's gonna start taking shape little by little, but so far I already cut my ABS part. This is gonna be for my bus bars. I also cut out my bus bars. I'm gonna use this aluminum stock here, and as you can see, this is the idea. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look. I'm gonna have 3 hookup points on each bus bar. One is for ground and one is for power, for positives, just like this, guys, right here. Okay, something like that. And if you remember, this is gonna go under the amp rack right here. Now I have to build my box. So this is done. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out the table. I have a mess here on the table. As you can see, this is a mess. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear this out so I can start cutting my 1/4 inch MDF so I can start building that little enclosure. It's gonna look nice, guys. So stay tuned, let me get all this ready. We're gonna start cutting that MDF. I'll be right back. All right, guys, and this is what I came up with right here. It's just a little box, a little enclosure. It's ready to be wrapped, except for that little corner there. It cracked while I was cutting that notch right there, but I added Bondo, not a big deal. And as you can see, this is ready. This is gonna cover the whole thing. There's not gonna be any wires exposed. Underneath this thing, I'm gonna have that distribution block I made. If you guys remember earlier, those buzz bus bars, aluminum bus bars. That's gonna be hidden behind this, and all the wiring is gonna be right behind this. All right, so the next thing to do is I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it. I'm gonna wrap this with vinyl the same way I wrapped everything else. I'm gonna use the same type of vinyl I used for the box and for the speaker mounts. Okay, once I'm done wrapping this, I'm gonna show you how it looks all finished. Okay guys, there it is. It's already wrapped. I am going to take it to the truck and get it installed now so we can continue with the rest of the stuff. Okay, so let's go to the garage and get that on the truck. All right guys, I am done reorganizing and clearing out all that junk that I had here before. So I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on what I did. Remember that piece I bent earlier? It's back here behind all these wiring. Okay, and then I cut me a couple pieces of aluminum, the bus bar. All the power, all the positives are on this side, all the negatives are on that side. Okay, that's much more neater. Okay, this is the remote. Has to go through a hole through that cubby or box I built, and then these are the leads for the subs. They also have to go through those two holes. I'm gonna show you how do I do that in a minute, but for now I'm just gonna put it on without inserting those wires, just so you guys can see what this is gonna look like once it's done. So this is what I built earlier for it, and if you can see, this is gonna house, let's see, right there. Let me make some room. It's a little tight, but there. Okay, there it is guys. As you can see, it's a really tight fit. And what do you guys think? It's a lot better than having that mess here as I did earlier. And then on the other side, I cut, let me see, let me focus the camera here. On the other side, I cut the side here to shape it as the floor is. See this right here? It's got like a little curb, and I did that. And as I was saying earlier, I didn't like all that stuff exposed there, and now you're just gonna be able to see this right here and that. Not even, because the seat is gonna be about right here. All right, so that's how we're looking, guys. Now I'm gonna go ahead and install everything. I'm gonna put you on the tripod here while I connect the remote. I'm gonna connect the remote and the speaker wires, the woofer wires through it for good now. Okay, so I'm gonna put you on the tripod and watch me how I finish installing everything else. All right, and it's done, guys. It's officially installed, and I think that looks 100 times better than what I had before. All the wires sticking out. Now all you're gonna be able to see is these right here, and just that, maybe, because the seat is gonna be about right here. Only when the seat is moved all the way forward you're gonna see some of those wires, but you don't see any wires at all. I think it's looking a lot better than before, guys. Yep, finally. it was a pain in the butt getting everything to fit, everything installed, but it was worth it. A few hours of work, but I am happy with this now. Before, no bueno. All right, now that was the hardest part. The epicenter and the other side should be, definitely the epicenter is super easy, but the other side should be way easier than this one here. We're gonna go ahead and start working on that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and work on that tomorrow, because right now it's kind of late. I'm tired, so yeah, in the morning. I will see you guys in the morning. We're gonna continue working on this. All right, so stay tuned. Well guys, good morning. It's the next day. Last night I went to bed kind of late. Right now it's kind of early. So let's, we need to continue working on the OBS. If you guys remember last night, we finished installing everything under the passenger side here. Now I'm gonna continue with the epicenter and the rest of the equipment on the other side, on the driver's side. That should go a lot faster and easier than this. Well, that's the plan anyway. Anyway, after I'm done with this, after I'm done installing all this stuff, the rest of it, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox the radio, the head unit I decided to go with. I'm gonna show you that. I like it. It's something different. I've never had one like that. I hope you like it too. But first, before we continue on this, since it's really early in the morning, it's kind of cold. Even though I'm inside my garage here, it's a little cold. All right, anyway, before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and try out my coffee, because I just poured it into my cup here. Let's see how this tastes. Perfect. What a way to start the morning. Let's go. The epicenter has been installed. As you can see, it's sitting pretty neat right here. Everything is where it should be. I added a fuse because the epicenter does not have a fuse, and I just didn't want to run it straight out to the distribution block over here. So I added the fuse. I zip tied everything and it looks pretty neat. I also added a couple of spacers down here for airflow. Cool, that's done. Now we're gonna move on to that side over there, which is gonna take me a little bit of time to do. So I'm not gonna record that side because it's gonna be just a tedious wiring process. Once I'm done with that side, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of what I did on that side, all right? So I'm gonna get busy putting everything together on the driver's side. Okay guys, everything has been installed on the driver's side now, and it came out looking amazing. Just like the passenger side, it was a lot easier, but at the same time, it took me a couple of hours to make sure everything was to my liking and looking pretty nice like the rest of the install. I'm gonna show you what the whole layout looks right now. You let me know what you think, all right? So here it is. Let me give you a quick rundown. You know what this is all about. We finished this before, a couple clips ago, so you know what's happening here. Now, the epicenter, it's installed. I believe I talked about that also, but this is the other part of the process that I didn't talk to you guys about, and I still needed to install all this. And let me tell you guys, everything came out amazing. Everything looks really nice and neat. Those base blockers there, they look pretty cool right there. As you can see, all my wiring is installed as neat as possible. Same thing on this side, all my RCAs. It's nice, it's looking pretty cool. I'm gonna go around so you guys can see how it looks from the driver's side. All right, let's see. And take a look at this side over here, guys. I have a fuse for my mids, and the tweeters, the amp for the tweeters, it has its own fuse. The Epicenter has its own fuse. The bass amp has its own fuse. On top of that, I'm going to be installing another fuse in the engine bay before the main wire goes underneath the frame. So I'm pretty secure. Now take a look at those bass blockers there. I think this was the perfect location for those. Cool. And the speaker box looks really, really nice, guys. Cool. We're making progress, that's for sure. We're getting closer and closer, guys. All right, well, guys, I know I talked to you guys about the radio, the head unit. I thought I was going to be able to unbox it and install it in this video, but the video is already way too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare or record another video unboxing the radio, the head unit, and also getting it installed. On the next video, I'm gonna unbox it, install it, and also the center console. I'm gonna install that as well. So that way we can test it. We can test the whole system out, turn everything on, make sure everything works. Yeah, but that's gonna be until the next video. I don't want these videos to be an hour long. Cool. All right, guys, well, with that said, I'm gonna end the video right here. To all of you guys watching my videos and subscribing to my channel, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking your time watching my videos and subscribing to the channel. And if you're new here to the channel, I suggest to subscribe and stay tuned, because there's more happening with the OBS for now. And then we have other vehicles, if you guys don't know. So there's more things happening to the 4Runner in the future, so stay tuned. Okay, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.